One Piece manga chapter 1177, title, Anger. Guys, do not miss this chapter. In the end, it's gonna blow your mind. Finally, we are going to see IMU versus Luffy after all those years. So without wasting your time, let's head back to the video, and please subscribe my channel. In the cover page, Nico Robin planting flowers with moles. This follows the trend of request-based covers featuring Straw Hat members interacting with animals. Nico Robin looks so cute here. In the main story, we see all the children being taken inside the house for their safety. But the children were fascinated by the giant warriors and the fight between Luffy and Loki, so they didn't want to go inside. Colin told them all to enjoy the fight between the giant warriors. It's like the fear has gone from them now. Then the scene shifts to the crew of Droggy and Brogy, those who are still devils. They were calling Droggy and Brogy again to join their team, cause this invincible feeling seemed heavenly to them, because it increased their unbelievable strength. And now, we know that. Donnie Reverse now has two weaknesses, and if you want to know what they are, then you can watch my previous video. And the next scene is one of them attacking Droggy. And despite Droggy's shield, the weapon cuts through his hand, and it was understood how much more power they have than normal giants. But Droggy keeps mocking them, because they couldn't understand the ideology of Droggy and Brogy, and they consider themselves the devil from above. So Droggy and Brogy were calling them idiots and saying they should be ashamed of themselves. But I don't think it will have any effect on them, cause they already under MU's cursed. Then the scene shifts to the Sun Realm, where Chopper, Gabin, and Kashi were present. Kashi was seen shouting something. He was saying that he could not attack them because they were all crew members of Droggy and Brogy. In the next scene, we see some members of their crew who were split from Droggy and Brogy. Two of them came to Chopper. One of them was laughing because even if Kashi hit them, nothing would happen. So he hit Kashi and told him to try. And another was inviting him to join their team because he would get an invincible body. Chopper was thinking that they were supposed to go there by Elder Jaharl, but how did he come towards them? And Gabin was warning Kashi that if he go forward, he would also change into a demon. In the next scene, Chopper told him to fight, because there was no other way. But Kashi was thinking how to hit them, because they were all his comrades. Next scene shifts to Brogy. They were also in the same problem. The rest of their crew members were still devils. And in the last chapter, we saw Zoro, Droggy, Brogy, and Hydrudden. They all ready for the fight. Previous chapter available in my playlist. For understanding the context, you should watch previous chapter. Now let's move on. So then Brogy was seen saying something about his crew member Gontonio. And he said that whenever he wanted to eat something, he would eat half of it instead of just one bite. Just for this small issue, Brogy cut him into half with his axe. Man, what silly things happening here? Because they know that if they kill them, nothing will happen to them because they have become immortal. So they are all satisfying themselves by slashing their comrade. Man, how funny! And Hydrudden, Droggy, and Stanson all attacked them, and everyone completely destroyed them. But Zoro here got ready with 3 swords to try his new move. In the next scene, he completely destroyed the demon with his new attack. Damn, what a strength he got, and his new move was 3-sword style, Red Orge Mega Fury. And Elder Jaharl told everyone to stay calm, because even if their attack was fatal, they would not die from their attack. But Elder Jaharl was thinking in his mind why they were all so excited. Yeah guys, nobody can understand Pirates' relationship. The scene shifted again to Chopper's place. Their Kashi was somehow blocking their attack, but he was not doing any counterattack. Gabin told him to run away from there, but he didn't do it even then. And Chopper also couldn't understand what he would do now. And Gabin even in this situation took his weapon in his hand. But looking at Gabin's condition, it doesn't seem like he's in a fighting condition. Next scene, Chopper is seen throwing a deadly punch, and to do this, he changes into his giant form. But he keeps saying that nothing happened to him. But the shadow of the devil is seen coming out from behind, and in an instant, he transforms into a human, and seeing this, Chopper is very surprised. And with him, Kashi and Gabin are also surprised, They couldn't understand what happened suddenly. And guys, my theory here is that this happened because of the power of Chopper's devil fruit. Because his devil fruit is a human fruit. So if a person is physically changed into something, then Chopper can transform him back into a human. Although I think Chopper's devil fruit has awakened. What do you think, guys? Comment below. Then the scene shifts to outside of the Owl Library, where Frankie, Nami, Senji, Usopp, and Jinbei were there. In the previous chapter, we saw how they fought against Killingham. And now Nami is feeding her pet Zeus. Yeah guys, Cloud is eating Cloud. The next scene proves that this chapter was worthwhile. There we see Killingham's severed head, and yet he is still alive. And he is still threatening them that their situation will be very terrible as a result of all this, because they are fighting against the gods. And then Killingham mocks and tells them to leave him. Jinbei said he barks a lot for someone in his position, and Frankie was seen tying up the rest of his body. And Frankie said that if his body is put in a box, then maybe he will not be able to regenerate anymore. And Sanji agreed with Frankie. But Sanji also said that he was surprised that such knights protect the Holy Land, cause they all are corrupted. And Zeus was thanking everyone for helping him. But Frankie kept telling him something else to lighten his mood. Frankie said that now they are much stronger than before because Luffy is now an emperor. But Sanji couldn't accept it at all. He was thinking, how can such vermin terrorize Elbaf? And Killingham shamelessly said not to underestimate them. And Jinbei said that one of them is still intact, so he is saying them not to let their guard down. And Nami asks Zeus to put out the fire again, because the whole Elbaf was still on fire. But this time Zeus agreed because he got his treat. In the next scene, Luffy and Loki are seen coming to them. Luffy was taking full fun of Elbaf without any worries. Yeah guys, his Gear 5 form is like this, totally carefree. And Luffy then called them all by name to get their attention, and Jinbei looked and said it's a huge Sea King. And Sanji was surprised, and then he realized it was Loki because he was with Luffy. And Frankie was calling Luffy that he is so cool because Loki was now his buddy. And Luffy was happy to agree with Frankie. I ended up laughing when I saw the next scene, guys. Nami was screaming to Luffy, and Luffy got scared by her scream, and Loki and Ragnir were also surprised in the next scene. I could understand how angry Nami had become. Nami was screaming and telling Luffy why he suddenly disappeared, and how did he become friends with another freak again. But Nami still didn't stop scolding Luffy. Nami was also saying that he had defeated the monsters, which was good, but it did more harm than good, because Loki's thunder attacks had spread the fire all over Elbaf. And so Nami was trying to explain to Luffy that if Elbaf gets destroyed while killing the bad guys, then what's the point of saving Elbaf? Damn, Nami literally scolded in Yonko. Nothing can beat Luffy except Nami. And after seeing all this, Ragnir consoled Luffy. Man, what a funny scene. Luffy then blamed Loki for all this, that he had to listen to everything because of his actions. Then a historical comedy happened. I was just laughing, because Loki couldn't stand Luffy's words anymore. He used his lightning breath again to attack Luffy, and he kept saying that he doesn't care about anything except Elbaf. But even this massive attack, nothing happens to Luffy. Are you thinking the same thing? Yes guys, it's not first time. Enel also tried it before, and his face was wide open by the shock. And Loki was also surprised in the same way. And he kept saying why didn't it work on him? But who will tell him that lightning has no effect on rubber? This panel is so funny, guys. But then suddenly Luffy saw a massive explosion nearby. Then the scene shifts to Branch 8. Brook is seen there. He tells Usopp to run away from there, because Brook came here for a personal reason. And he also tells him that she is so dangerous. But then I was not ready for that when I saw Usopp, who was always a coward, would run away. Today he is standing in front of IMU, even though he was very injured. And Usopp was saying that true warriors don't run away from their crewmates. And he also said that he always wanted to come to Elbaf because he admires this place. So he won't let himself be disgraced by standing on Elbaf ground. And besides that, Usopp had another reason to be so angry. because Celestials looked down everyone on Elbaf, and also they attacked Elbaf from behind. They are all attacking from behind like cowards to kidnap Elbaf's children. But Elbaf's warriors are true warriors. They don't care about death. They always fight face to face. So he was telling IMU using shameless slang. How dare he carried out such a cowardly and underhanded scheme? Man, Usopp literally too much angry right now. So will we finally see any hidden power from Usopp? Although this was supposed to be Usopp's arc, but situation changed so much right now. Then IMU attacked Usopp again, but Usopp still stood up again and pointed his weapon at him. And he kept saying that Elbaf's warriors fight only with sword and shield. They are risking their lives there. So he kept telling Emo that if he is not a spineless coward, then he should come and fight face to face. And this time Emu becomes so angry. And Emu says a dominant ruler never sullies their own hand. Then both of them attack at the same time. But Emu instantly comes very close to Usopp. I don't know what power is it, but this is insane. And then Usopp also gets injured by his own attack, and there is a massive explosion. This explosion is so massive that it catches everyone's attention on Elbaf. After this attack, both Usopp and Brook lose their consciousness, and the Emu looks pretty injured, but we all know that it won't hurt him one bit. And next, Luffy, Rognir, and Loki came to that place. A little while ago, Luffy heard this loud noise. Luffy came and called them, but couldn't find any answer. And Loki was telling Luffy that it was her haki, which they felt in the dead realm. And Emu was also looking at them. What happened in the next scene? Guys, it literally gave me goosebumps. Luffy then said to Loki that, "Hey Loki, I am really pissed now." Damn man, for the first time it happened. Because Luffy has never been serious before while in Gear 5. Now it's time to see how Luffy shows his anger in Gear 5. Then Emu started saying to himself, "I wouldn't leave them anyway." Because I think in the past, there were only two main obstacles for Emu. And now they are standing in front of him again today. They are Nika and Nidhogg. Damn man, salute Oda Sensei. Their fight will be legendary. And the last Emu tells them to submit or perish. Their fight can divide the whole world. And then the chapter ended. Yes guys, we haven't seen the full scale fight of One Piece yet. Will Oda show us the legendary battle? After 26 years, it will be known in the next chapter, although Oda loves to tease us more. But the good news is that there is no break next week, so see you in the next chapter. And comment how you like this chapter. What do you think guys? Are we going to see Emu versus Luffy? And please subscribe to the channel and give a like to the video. See you in the next chapter. Till then, bye bye.